Hello everyone, my name is Shivani. I'm a Canadian licensed immigration consultant and I'm also the founder of Zeste Immigration Services Incorporation. We have proudly launched this initiative to offer free French language lessons to help on your Canadian immigration journey right here on this very YouTube channel. As you may know, French is becoming a key factor in Canadian immigration, and many programs now provide easier or faster pathways if you have strong French skills. Whether you're aiming for a Canadian work permit, direct permanent residency from within Canada or your home country to Canada, or looking to boost your CRS or PNP scores, French can open many doors. That's why we are committed to providing full French training from level A1 to C2, from beginner to advanced level, completely free of charge on this platform, on this very YouTube channel. We will be uploading videos regularly, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned and watch each lesson to get most benefit from this opportunity. This entire series is our way of supporting you on your immigration path, and your support means the world to us in return. Thank you, and let's learn French together for a brighter future in Canada. Keep watching this video to continue with your French lesson. All the very best for this lesson and many more to come.
Lesson 34. Le plus-que-parfait, the past perfect. So today we are going to learn how to use plus-que-parfait, so past perfect in French. We're going to understand how to form and conjugate it. So plus-que-parfait is a verb tense, and it is used to describe something that had already happened before another past action. So for example, il avait fini le dîner quand je suis arrivé. So they had finished dinner when I arrived. So how to form it? It's a compound tense. So you're going to take imparfait, which is another verb tense, of avoir or être. And then you're going to add to it the past participle of the main verb. So again, it's like a little bit of a recipe math equation. You're going to take the imparfait of être or avoir and add the past participle of the main verb. So we're going to look at avoir and être à l'imparfait first, so we can complete that first part of the compound verb. So avoir à l'imparfait is j'avais, tu avais, il avait, elle avait, nous avions, vous aviez, il avait, elle avait. Être à l'imparfait, j'étais, tu étais, il était, elle était, nous étions, vous étiez, il, elle était, ENT. Now, examples, we're going to do some examples, but by the groups of verbs that I was speaking of in the past lessons. So group number 1 is regular verbs ending with ER. For example, parler, so to speak. We would say j'avais parlé, I had spoken. Nous avions parlé, we had spoken. Elle avait parlé avec son patron. She had spoken with her boss. So if we use the group 2, verbs ending in IR, donc IR. Choisir, to choose, for example, would be tu avais choisi. You had chosen. Il avait choisi. They had chosen. For example, in a sentence, we would say, ils avaient choisi le mauvais chemin. They had chosen the wrong path. Now with group 3, irregular verbs. One of the examples is lire, so to read. Il avait lu. He had read. Vous aviez lu. You had read. Vous is, it can also be used as a formal version of tu, but vous is normally like one person that you're speaking to with a group of people. So using être for movement or reflexive verbs. So use être for verbs like aller, so to go, arriver, to arrive, partir, to leave, tomber, to fall, venir, to come, and all reflexive verbs. So you're going to use l'imparfait of être for these verbs. The past participle must agree in gender and number with the subjects. So let's say you say verb arriver, so you're to arrive. Elle était arrivée. The past participle has an e at the end because it's feminine. Nous étions arrivés. The past participle has an s at the end because nous is la première personne du pluriel. A reflexive verb like se lever, to get up. Je m'étais levé. If you're a male, you're not going to put the e in the end. You're going to just put e accent aigu. If you're female, you're going to add that e at the end. Like elles s'étaient levées. There's e at the end. There's also an s because it's féminin, pluriel. So for example, il s'était levé tard. Levé ends with e accent aigu or e because it's masculin, not féminin. Okay, il s'était levé tard. He had gotten up late. What about had been doing? So if we're trying to say had been doing in French, French does not have a direct form of had been doing or had been singing or had been dancing. Instead, we use l'imparfait. So I had been reading for an hour when she came in turns into je lisais depuis une heure quand elle est arrivée. So practice number 1, we are going to translate into French the sentence I'm going to give you in English. So I had written a letter to my friend. I had written a letter to my friend. J'avais écrit une lettre à mon ami. So had written, like had been doing or had been writing, had written, turns into l'imparfait, which is j'avais. J'avais écrit une lettre à mon ami. They had left before we arrived. They had left before we arrived. In French, we would say, ils étaient partis avant que nous soyons arrivés. Number 3, she had already cleaned the kitchen. She had already cleaned the kitchen. In French, we would say, elle avait déjà nettoyé la cuisine. Elle avait déjà nettoyé la cuisine. Now for the second practice, I would like for you to conjugate the verb in the sentence that I'm going to give you, au plus que parfait. So let's not forget, plus que parfait is l'imparfait of être ou avoir, partnered up with the past participle of the verb I'm giving you that agrees in gender and number with the pronoun. So, il regardait la vidéo qu'il filmait la veille. So, il regardait la vidéo qu'il filmait la veille. Filmer au plus que parfait becomes avait filmé. So, avait filmé has e at the end because la vidéo, which is the noun that we're speaking of, is féminin singulier. So, il regardait la vidéo qu'il avait filmée la veille. He was watching the video he had filmed the day before. Nous avons mangé le gâteau que nous préparé hier soir. Nous avons mangé le gâteau que nous préparé hier soir. À l'imparfait, préparé devient avions préparé. So, nous avons mangé le gâteau que nous avions préparé hier soir. We ate the cake we had prepared last night. Elle a dit qu'elle venir plus tôt, mais elle avait oublié. Elle a dit qu'elle venir plus tôt, mais elle avait oublié. À l'imparfait, venir devient était venu, pas à l'imparfait, au plus que parfait. Venir devient était venu. So the sentence becomes elle a dit qu'elle était venue plus tôt, mais elle avait oublié. Elle a dit qu'elle était venue plus tôt, mais elle avait oublié. Vous avez retrouvé les documents que vous perdre la semaine dernière. Vous avez retrouvé les documents que vous perdre la semaine dernière. À l'imparfait, le verbe perdre devient aviez perdu. Donc, la phrase devient, the sentence becomes, vous avez retrouvé les documents que vous aviez perdus la semaine dernière. You found the documents you had lost last week. Now I'm going to give you few sentences, and I would like for you to translate them, not conjugate them, translate them in English. So the French sentence is, Sophie m'a raconté qu'elle avait vu un accident sur la route, mais qu'elle n'avait pas eu le temps de s'arrêter. I'll read it again. Sophie m'a raconté qu'elle avait vu un accident sur la route, mais qu'elle n'avait pas eu le temps de s'arrêter. Comme j'avais déjà appelé les secours, Elle était soulagée. Sophie told me that she had seen an accident on the road, but hadn't had time to stop. Since I had already called the emergency services, she was relieved. Great job.